Alright, it's Friday morning. Just got on the boat. We're gonna go for a boat ride this morning. We're running my little, it's about 15-foot V-bottom with the 9.8 Tohatsu 4-stroke on it. I'm gonna try to run probably about 15 miles downriver or so, or at least till we have to turn around to a log jam. I've got extra fuel, and I got waters. It's gonna be a hot one. We're gonna take it nice and slow. We're running about 6 miles an hour. We may bump it up a little bit. The water's at about a 2 foot or so from where it's usually at right now. Squeeze through this right here. I guess it's just made a loop around. It goes back to the river. Alright, I don't have signal to pull up Google Earth to see if it does wrap around, so we'll squeeze under here if we can. But it does look like I can see gaps in trees up there, like it goes straight back to the river. Which it looks kind of clogged up with debris and all here, so I guess we will turn around. Alright, it does go back to the river though, but water's low enough. We won't be able to make it through there. And we'll head back out to the channel. I think we made it to where the spot where the channel kicks off to the left side and just circles back around to the river. river channel goes over here to the right. As you can see, the bubbles going down with the current. But I believe this wraps around, if I'm thinking it's the right spot. But looks like that tree's down, blocking part of the way. We'll see if we can make it through there. If not, we'll turn around and go down river more. All right, we just come back. Just past that tree, it was really shallow, I could see it, so I didn't even try to go past it anymore. But I think this right here on the left side is where it circles back out to the river. The water's a little bit clearer up in here, so the water's still. Asian carp. We're starting to get more of those in this river, unfortunately. A gar right there. Couple more little gar right there. This circles back around pretty good little distance. All right, that opening right there is where we just turned around at. So we'll spin back around and go back out, go a little further on the river. Control back here and see if we see anything. I think it just dead ends right back here though. Somebody definitely runs some trout lines back here. There's one there, and there's one back there close to the opening. Yeah, it kind of looks like it just dead ends right back here. We'll spin around, head back to the channel. Alright, looks like we have something else coming into the river right here. one of these channels run away, and there's a boat ramp a couple miles upriver, but I just don't know if this is it or the next one. We may run up here just a little bit and we'll check this out. Alright, looks like it has a little bit of an intersection right here going on. Like I said, I don't have any service to pull up Google Earth. I'll look and see if I have any screenshots of Google Earth so I can see if I see anything. That goes for a long ways. Need to run down here real quick and check it out. Alright, I think I'm gonna spin around. We ran a little ways. I was running on plane and I hit a log, so we'll just head back. There's a big turtle. He just had his head up. Anyways, we'll head back to the intersection and we may go right, then head that way just a little bit, check it out, and then if it doesn't lead to anything, we'll go back to the river and go down river more. Oh! Getting attacked by these carts. Alright, we got back to the intersection. To the left is the river, to the right is this channel. We may just run down here just a short distance and see if it looks like anything. Well, that's pretty interesting. But well, if it doesn't look like it leads to that ramp, I don't think this is the right channel. We'll go back to the river. So I ran this just a little ways. I don't think this is the right channel, so I'm gonna spin around. I think it's the next one we encounter, so that maybe a mile or so downriver. So we'll head back to the channel, the river, and go downstream further. Passed by several fish camps just along the river there. Some still active, and then some were old shacks that were starting to fall down. Now I think that channel that I was wanting to go to is not much past this. I think it may be it straight ahead. Looks like stagnant water up there, so I think we will go try it. And if it's not it, then I think we'll just head on back. It goes off to the right also, right there. I don't know if this is it or not. It's like a duck camp or something like that. Let's go check that out real quick. A real tall duck blinds or something. Yep, somebody's duck blind. It's old. Maybe not used in a few years. Quite a few years. It's falling apart. Pretty cool though. Like it. Looks like that goes around that way a little bit. We'll just head on back to this channel. I think that is the right channel. Oh, Asian carp jumping. So there's downriver, upriver, and then this is the channel. I think this is the correct one. We'll run down here and see. If not, well, then we'll head back. I think it's like 4 miles to the boat ramp or something, if this is the right channel. Kind of looks like there's some big trees across way up there, so we'll find out. Looks like there's an excavator up here working. Oh, they're cleaning the bank off or what they're doing. But it looks like a mess, and definitely doesn't look like we can get through. We'll get as close as we can. Yep, so we're at a dead end here. That's all blocked. Like you can see, they're cleaning up these banks here. I'm kind of thinking this may not have been the right channel. Maybe been that first one we went to upriver. But I don't think we're going to worry about it. We've already been out for about 3 hours. It's getting hot. So I think we'll find a spot, eat some lunch, and then we'll head back to the dock. Alright, I think I found the spot we're going to stop and eat our lunch, and then we'll head upriver from here. It's like a good sandbar to park at. Alright, just finished eating my lunch, and we'll see what the stats are so far. So we've gone 22, I don't know if you can see that, we've gone 22.94 miles so far, average 6 miles per hour, and I've been driving for 3 hours 34 minutes. So we've got a little trip ahead of us to head back. But I was sitting here eating, I noticed some eggs here. I don't know if those, I think they might be turtle eggs. It looks like something dug them up. But anyways, had a good chicken quesadilla for lunch. There's the boat. So it's got that Tohatsu 4-stroke 9.8. Top speed on this I've gotten is 20. But I've had this boat for 2 years now. Just got that motor back in the spring. It had a 1982 Evinrude 9.9 on it. But I wanted electric start and 4-stroke, and that's what this got. So picked up this motor. So I'm just changing the pants because my legs were starting to get red. So I think we're going to do a time lapse all the way back if the camera stays on. So we're going to load up. I am going to put the cooler up front, or the live well cooler up front, put a little bit of weight in there to keep that nose down a little bit going upriver. Can't really run too fast just because it's a prop. I've hit several logs today, so I'm going to try to get my average up a little bit faster, but we'll see. Got a good couple hour ride back. Alright, we'll get you back with you at the dock.
just got back to the dock, and we did a total of 42.22 miles, and right at 6 hours. So we ran pretty good distance. We went about 20 miles downriver, and it was about 2 miles of just running around those other channels. So until next time.